Hello there. So today I want to show you how to build or connect a contact form in GroovePages with Zapier or SendGrid. So all websites basically have a contact form. It's pretty important so people can contact us and send us a message. With GroovePages, sometimes it can be a bit confusing because we have a different way of doing it. We don't know it because it's a new software. So I will show you two or more methods that enables you to do it, and we'll see from there. I will also link below in the description quick access to different methods so you can refer it before or after the video. So first, just let me introduce myself. My name is Jeff. I'm always looking to help, so if you have questions, just drop it in the chat below the video and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also don't forget to push the like button if you like this video and you want to see more like this, and subscribe if you want to be notified of new video that I'm sending every week. So what we have here, so actually to have the people on our website being able to send us email, we need to have a contact form. So the contact form by itself will not do anything if we are not connected to another way of sending information. So we have a few ways of connecting the contact form with a system that will send us the email. I will show you the one that I found and the one that are working or not. So it helps you to better understand and make a decision on what one use. So today we will have two solutions. So the one solution that is to have GroovePages with a SendGrid integration. SendGrid actually it's a solution which have also a free account where you can have you can send email to yourself, for example, with the content of your form. We also have GroovePage that with a Zapier integration. This is something the one that we be most talk about in the web. We also saw on the web actually GroovePage with GrooveMail or other autoresponder. Actually, GrooveMail is an autoresponder. So basically the role or the task of GrooveMail is to send email broadcast at everyone in our list, or actually at individual person based on the sequence. So right now, GrooveMail unfortunately will not be able to do what we want because we don't want to send an email to our client. We want the client to be able to send us an email. So let's say what we need. So we need a GrooveFunnels account. So you can have a GrooveFunnels account for free with the link below in the description, where you will have up to 3 sites for free for life. So this is a great deal. We also need, depending on the solution that you want, but you may need to have a SendGrid account or a Zapier account. So let's look at the SendGrid method. So SendGrid method gives you a free account which you can send 100 email per day. So if on your website you think that you will have 100 person per day that will try to send you an email and contact you, this could be a way to go. It's a nice monitoring system. I will show you a bit later. Actually, it's nice because you can see what's happening and the trace of what your email is doing and how email are sent, receive, bounce, and that kind of stuff. But on some kind, it's limited to the structure. So you basically have a name, an email, a message, but you cannot really modify the subject of your email and that kind of stuff. So it's limited in the way of doing it actually. And also it may be slow to receive the email because, as you will see later on, since SendGrid is a wide use system, some people use it to send spam, and people that flag email as spam will make the IP list, actually the system blacklisted. So SendGrid often have to wait and retry before the email is sent, depending on the type of content in your email also, but still it may be a bit more of a struggle to receive the email. The second method is the Zapier method. So you have with a free account of Zapier 100 tasks per month. This will let you, for example, send 100 email per month, or send 500 email to you and to your client as a thank you email, or actually as a we receive your email. Or if you want to do something with, for example, entering into Google Sheet the contact information, but then it will also take down the number. So actually you have 1,000 tasks per month, and tasks are sending email, adding contact to Google Sheet and that kind of stuff. But you can have an unlimited number of Zap. So Zap are actually what is triggered by the people that are submitting contact form on your website. So it's easy and flexible system. Since it's not just for email, so it's pretty interesting as a pretty interesting use case. And you will need an email transport actually. So like SendGrid is an SMTP services, so you can use it to send email. You will still need with Zapier actually a way of sending email. You can use, for example, a Gmail account. So you can use your own Gmail account to connect and send the email to yourself. This we'll do in the demonstration later on. So, and the GrooveMail method, basically, it's built to send email to your software and not you. So that's why this will not work with us, because we want to send email to people. So actually you will not receive here the email. It's basically to be sent to your customer. So that's it. So let's dive in. So here we are in the contact form of one of my website. So I have a contact me page and a contact me copy page. The contact me page actually is built and connect to SendGrid integration. So we will not really see in this video how to build the form by itself, because this is done in other videos, but we will see how to make sure that when we hit the send it button, actually it will send the email to my inbox. So for that we want to manage the form. So you see I'm on stylable element here. I can click on here on form container, and I see in the configure section that I am in the integration mode with a SendGrid integration that will redirect a pop-up, which is that pop-up saying thank you for your email. So if we see what it look like this. If I click send it, it will send the email and give you a pop-up. This information will go into SendGrid. So SendGrid actually is a system that you can have with a free account, like I said, with 100 email per day. What is interesting is that you have a lot of things that were added to the time. So you have marketing email, email API. So, but our integration right now with GrooveFunnels is not the best of the best, since is you're not able really to modify the subject of the email, as you can see here. So this is a small drawback. You are not able to add other things to the email. But what is interesting is that you can see the activity for your list. If I come back here in the dashboard, you see what email are sent, what and when, the open rate, deliver rate, bounce, that kind of stuff. So if I go back here and I search for the email that I may be interested in to see if it's worked. So the email was sent to ruinc.com, which is my main website here. I can click on that and I will see the email that were sent between the 26th and the 29th. So you see here that these are 2 previous tests. This is the last one that I send. And you see that it's not processed, right? So this is another small hiccup or things that it's less interesting from SendGrid. So actually the integration with a contact form in GrooveFunnels is quite simple, pretty straightforward, super easy, because you're just linking these fields, which is the name, the input. We'll see how this field is configured, but and this will create for you simply an email to your account that you define in your integration, and from the client, from your site, with GroovePage contact form. So it's really super simple. The problem is more that since you can see here SMTP server is blacklisted, so it will try to deliver sometimes and may have problem, but the email will end up delivering. It's just takes longer to go. So if you want to have 100 email per day sent, it's a pretty cheap solution actually. But if you could look at this email here, it took 5 attempts to deliver. If we look at this one here, it took 13 attempts before it was delivered, and this one is in process. So the email was initiated in UTC at 5:48, and it was processed like 5 hours later. So it's not time sensitive when you receive this information, but still pretty cheap solution. If you can wait this delay, this is how you will integrate it. So actually, when you go into your account setting API key here, you will see the APIs that are already in your account. You could create a new one. Simply give the name. It will give you a code that you need to copy and paste. I will show this in another video, but you will need a code to copy and paste into your integration in your GroovePage account. So you copy and paste the integration here. So you come into my integration, and you see here I have already a few integration. The MailChimp integration is the same. So you want to add a SendGrid account. Actually, SendGrid is name web form actually. So this is how it's set up. And when you click here, you see that you give it a name, the email of your account. So for myself, it was info@youareinc.com, and you type the API key here. So I will link a video to how to do this. I already show it in the MailChimp video. So I will link to the MailChimp video, but I will also try to do it for the SendGrid here. So this is that. So for myself here, you want to have the first name. So each field here are predefined as name, input name, so email and message. And what is important here is really this field here, because this is the field that define what the information is. So this is an email, but the email placeholder is your email. So here you will simply, it's what is shown in the form. So, and after that, it's really simple. You just click the form container here. So you select the form container, you go in configuration, choose the integration option, choose the SendGrid that you want to send to. So you see I have also another account here. So if I select this one, the email will go to my other account, in my other inbox. If I select this one, it will go to my inbox of YourInc. You choose how you want to have the user redirected. I talked in another video about MailChimp that you have multiple integration, and one downside of having the embedded MailChimp integration was that you couldn't have a redirect page. So but now since we are in the integration option, we can choose here, and you choose the pop-up that you want. Click update, and the integration is linked. So you simply go save, publish, and when you come back, we'll wait to be saved. So when you come back, you have your contact me here information. You can I will change the name so you see that it's another. So we'll write here new Ralph, here, ABC, thank you. And I will write the time, 11:45, send. So it's sending, it show me my thank you, click back home, and I go back to home. So this, I think I received my previous tests. If I go search here, you see, okay, so I receive, this one is here. So attempting again, and this one is here, attempting also. So we'll see soon another email here that will be processing, and I will receive the one in my email. It will look actually like this one. So you see that it's from the email that I write in the form to myself. If I hit reply, my client will be able to, I will be able to answer my client directly. So it's pretty neat, easy to set up, but we may have a delay into the processing of that email. So that's it for the SendGrid integration. So looking at the integration with Zapier, when we come into the Zapier account, as I said earlier, we have a number of tasks that we can run per month. What we need to do actually is to create a new Zap. You come here. You will find your trigger. Your trigger will be a GrooveFunnel submit form. So I will type GrooveFunnel. You see that I have the app, I have the trigger, which will be a form, and I have here the account requirement. So before doing this, what you have to do is you have to come to your GroovePage account, come here, and in the form container here in configure, choose the Zapier integration that you have in your account. So you click update, and in order to Zapier have information about this integration, what I suggest and find that it will be more useful actually, it's to publish your change. And when the change is published, come here, refresh, and make a test. So you will send to Zapier information, so you will be able to detect the structure of your form and play with this. So if I go to from me at gmail.info and I said, hi there, need help. Thanks. So I do send it. You end up at the thank you page. We can go back. And now we will go back into our Zapier account to select the GrooveFunnel authentication, click continue. And now we will choose the integration. So I have Zapier 1 and Zapier 2. So this is my Zapier 1. I will choose connect. And I will test the trigger. You see that he retrieved the information here, and this information will be useful to build your Zapier along the way. So you will be able to replace information into the Zap and see what it will look like. So I click continue. Now I will decide what to do with the information that I received. So you, like I said, you can see about, I have here, I think I saw email by Zapier. So they can give you an email address to receive information. You can use SMTP. So you have all that kind of stuff here. But for our example here, and to be sure that it will be delivered, we will use a Gmail account. So I will use my, I will send an email, click here, and I will choose an account which I will send the email from. That will be this account. I already authenticated in the past, so actually it's pretty simple. You select your account, it will ask you your username and password, and you will be able to connect your Gmail account with Zapier. If you need help about that, just let me know. Actually, I found I created a Google account without a Gmail account. So if you use, for example, your personal email, like I use yourinc.com, so info@yourinc.com, I just create a Google account, but I don't have a Gmail account associated with it. So this will not work. You really need an email account, a Gmail account to work. Click here. And this is where the fun part is actually. So here you will select where you want to send the information, and this will be you actually. It's not the field here because this is the person that emailing to you. You want to select your information. So for example here, info@urinc.com. No CC, no BCC. The from will be, actually I have multiple email here, but I will use my default email. So it will be to you, from you. Here you have to select an account that you can send email from with your Gmail. So this is a downside actually from an SMTP, standard SMTP that we may use with Zapier, is that the email will come from your email to you, but it will also, the reply will not work actually as into a standard email, but you can do it here. So actually I will here put the reply to my client's email address. I will say that it's came from my client, and the subject will be message from my website here, and I will say, hi Jeff, message from. So now I can enter, yeah, this is a bit confounding, so I will say my full name. Hi Jean-François, my message from Jeff. Puis you do this, you enter the message from Jeff. Thanks. Like that. That's it. Continue. You saw here that you could add attachment, that kind of stuff. So this is not used for now. So now I can click test and continue. So email was successful, sent. We'll wait to see what we receive. So I receive it in the moment afterward. So you see that message from website, from mobile@gfm, so which was my email address, to my account here, the name, the thanks. If I do reply here, the reply will be to my client instead of my email address here. So this is great. So works fine for that. So now we can turn on the Zapier. Cool. And if I came here to name it, actually message from website number 2. I go back. So I see here I have 2 Zap. Come here. Just double check that is actually activated. So we can test now this again. So I see here that the message from website number 2 is on. So if I came here, I say really nice, send it. Perfect. So here, if I came here, I see my Zap, but it's not what I want. It's task history, message 2. I just received my email. So if I click here, you see that I received the really nice second email. So that's great. One thing that may be interesting actually is you can work with this Zap actually, and for example add a thank you email. So you can add here another email, and choose all the settings, send an email again, continue, choose an account, your account, continue. And now you can send it. So you can send it to the client from your account, from your name. And now say, thank you for contacting me. Thanks. We'll get back to you ASAP. So, and now continue. You see the result here. You can test and continue to see if everything is okay. Send successfully, turn on the Zap. I will go into my email. Go back here. So now I have 2 instances. So this is what I was saying earlier actually. It will grind actually or take more of your monthly tasks. So with these 2 actions, it will take 2 tasks per run or per website from your website. If you add other action like sending the contact information to Google Sheet, it will also take a task more. So that's maybe where you want to need to upgrade for Zapier. So making another test, I receive an email from me saying that I receive an email and I will respond ASAP. So this is working fine. So this is the example on how to play with this with Zapier. It's a bit more flexible actually than the SendGrid option because actually SendGrid is only to sending emails. So with Zapier, you can optimize more your business. So in conclusion, between the solution of SendGrid or Zapier, SendGrid actually is easier to set up because you have a simple form integration. You can simply select the integration and you're good to go if you have the right field names. On the other hand, you are limited on the number of supported fields, so you cannot have something else than the message, the from, and the name of the person that is contacting you. Finally, you have more daily email for free, so 100 per day, which is it's nice. And but you may have to wait more before receiving the email, since we may have some blacklisted IP address. On the other hand, Zapier is a more complex to set up. As you have seen in the video, we have more steps to select and more connector to select also. So this could this make a solution more complex to set up. You have less daily emails since you have only 1,000 tasks per month, and but on the other hand, it's more reliable. So basically, I will prefer to use Zapier in a more complex scenario. If you want a cheap free solution, you can use SendGrid if the delay is not a big deal for you. So hope it's helped. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give a thumbs up and have a great day. Bye bye.